gonna sing. Everybody's gonna dance. Everybody's gonna love, live, learn on my Davis channel.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Babe, you're in front of the lights. Thank you. Okay. Pinky swear you're not gonna be awkward. Pinky swear you're gonna be truthful. Say, I vow to be truthful, my lord. How do they do it?
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, they do it. Go. Good lawyering.
Go court.
They say, go court. They say, I vow to be.
Not vow.
What do
Vow.
they say? Yeah, vow.
Okay.
Comment below, is it vow or it is a vow?
Okay.
Oh, Khatli Shalo.
Thank you.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Il y a pilo. Okay. Am I cozy enough? Do I look cute? What do you think of my makeup? Let me start there. Because you're very criticized when it comes to my makeup. What do you think of my makeup?
Who's that me?
Pome taught me how to do my face. She actually has a class that she's hosting, but check that, yes. So it would be nice if you came through and learned to do your face, because these makeup artists are expensive. Anyway, as you guys know, we are going to be responding to your burning questions that you asked on Instagram. You can follow myself and my husband. Okay, by the way, this is my husband. If you're new here, this is my husband. His name is Tsepo, but you can call him Mr. G, Mr. Gavu. My name is Madima, Mrs. G. We are married for 3 years now. We have 2 amazing, beautiful, gorgeous children. That's them. The one on the left is Ethan. He's the older brother. And then our last born.
Emphasize that last.
I said, okay, Mom, what can I say?
I must just say last.
Last born, Liana. So should God bless us with another child?
No, God will never.
Babe, don't say
I spoke
that.
to him about the thing.
But that's our last born. In other words, we are happy with the 2 that the Lord has given us. Yeah. We are business people. Professionally, he's a sound engineer professionally, and professionally I am a musician. I'm a singer, but we have a whole lot of other things that we do, one of them being best friends, lovers, parents, and just having a good time, enjoying life together. Right? Okay. So you asked us a lot, and I mean a lot of questions, but I took the courtesy to read all of them and then categorize them in things, because some were kind of repeating. Some were repeating themselves, some were quite too personal. And you know, our bedroom is a sacred space. It is a space where we become nude to each other, you know, and it's something we wouldn't want anyone else except our father to know about, you know. So those questions, but we did kind of, because we don't want to be that couple that says, ask us anything, and then we don't answer anything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not, you know, you guys know we're not that couple. So I did try, and so that when our kids watch this in future, they're not like, yeah, what? So I did try and categorize them according to headings, and then just take major questions kind of, and then those ones that some of them we just couldn't get to them because, guys, there's no time. So yeah, we're gonna start with parenting, which is the first one. And the first question that kind of repeated itself was parenting tips. Why would you ask us parenting tips?
Hey, we still new, very new.
Why would you guys ask us parent? Guys, what are we gonna tell you?
Because we're doing a lot of things wrong. Yeah?
We are doing so much wrong. Like the other day, my husband did this to the boy, and my baby was crying and his ear was red. He was like, and he felt so bad after doing it, because we don't spank our kids. We don't believe in it, even though sometimes it might be needed. But yeah, parenting tips. One parenting tip from the top of your head. Don't think too much about it.
It's feeding time. It's the
Tip, baby.
Yeah, the tip is like, I don't know how you can teach your kids to eat like things that they're supposed to eat.
You don't know what tip means?
Yeah, give a tip. At least I wish
So
I
how do you-
knew how.
Then give him a tip. How do you say I wish I knew? A tip is,
Yo,
what's a tip? Like a
Like a
tip.
tip.
Advice. Advice.
Advice. You tell it like Pauline, just bana pa what's one. Straight. bana
Okay.
what's one.
Tip from Mrs. G, because wifey always has answers.
Mm,
I will say, love your kids the best way you know how to.
Thank you.
Everything else, block your ears.
Ke la meleko, ka
You
sekgowa,
know,
you say what?
ke la ka leo.
Ka sekgowa.
You know your kids. I don't know.
Ka sekgowa.
That is mine too. Parenting difficulties and challenges. So, one of the things that he always frustrates me with is not sticking to routine. Not sticking to routine. So, I'll come up with a routine. Like maybe, okay, honey, from now on, Ethan say early. Yeah. Hey, I'm working. And he knows that Ethan would never sleep if both of us are not in bed. He won't. He always thinks we are ready to run away. So he's always on the lookout. That's my number one challenge, guys.
Now my challenge is I hate leaving my kids.
Yeah. We have, And it's not like we don't trust the people that we leave our kids with. It's just we just think we're better parents.
Yeah, I think they're more happy.
Yeah. But it's we think, we don't know. But after all, no one can ever love your kids more than you do. That's just the truth. Not even our parents can love our kids like we do, you know. So it's just one of those things that our kids are more comfortable with us being around us and than with anybody else. But do we not trust them? Of course, we do. We trust them with our lives, but you know, our kids would rather be with us than with anybody else. Respectfully. All right, the last question, wrapping up the parenting category, is who's most likely to forget the kids at the park?
You.
We all know he was gonna say that, because if you guys have been following us for a while, you know that my husband is never wrong. My husband will never admit that he does things wrong. He never wants to look bad in public. So I will accept it.
Ask me why I'm
I'll
saying
accept
that.
it.
You get easily distracted.
Guys, we need counseling. Do we have Christian
You get
counseling?
easily distracted. Hey, got a message. No.
My man will never admit that he's wrong.
Who's the ladies doing your admin?
Mashari?
If something I tell Machari, no, you'll forget even or no Raymond. Because
What?
you,
No.
oh.
But anyway, that's the reason I got help. You know, a helper. You know.
Because
I don't think I'd forget my kids because I have a full-time assistant. You would, because you won't have a full-time assistant. Okay, before marriage. Now, the reason I categorize this once again is because the questions were so many. So before marriage, your questions like, when did you meet? How did you meet? How did you know he was the one? How did you know she was the one? Did you guys wait for marriage? Why did you decide to get back together? Such questions, you can find them on our Meet My Husband video that is currently on 350-something thousand views right now.
The link.
No, the link is in the description. Oh, you're getting it, baby. The link is in the description if you want to watch that video. It has all answers to these questions. How did we meet? When? Why him? Did we wait for marriage?
Blah blah blah.
All
blah,
everything
blah,
that
blah,
you want to know before we got married is there. Like it sums it up very nicely. But in a nutshell, we met through work, dated 1 year, separated 1 year, got back together since, and yeah, it's been 7-8 years in total being together. Yeah. So, but this one question I wanted us to answer is, what do you appreciate more about each other than you didn't then?
Should I start?
Yeah, of course.
Back then you used to be, you didn't take yourself serious. You used to play a lot. You used to, you were playful most of the time. But now you've changed completely. 360 degrees, you changed it completely. Now when you work, and when you want something, you actually make sure that you get it.
Yeah, but what is it that you appreciate now that you didn't appreciate then? In other words, what is it that
you take yourself more serious?
No, baby, no, that's not the question. Is what did I do then that you didn't appreciate that you do now? So in other, it has to be something I still do, baby. That's the
Oh,
question.
yeah,
You just wanted to hurt my feelings. Give me a kiss.
No. Joking.
Anyway, answer the question now that you
What
understand.
was the question?
What do you appreciate about me now that you didn't appreciate then? So it has to be something that was there then. I'll start. He was very stubborn. He's stubborn. But then it was annoying. Like, yo, this guy. Hey, bro, what is wrong?
When you were crazy, you were still crazy. So I don't know.
Yeah, but how do you appreciate it? So I appreciate
It
it
works
now
for you.
because I need his stubbornness. Whenever I'm ready to give up, he is more, he'll be more stubborn in his faith, stubborn in things that in the reality look impossible, but he will still believe that they will still work out. So I appreciate that than I did then, because then he's just being unreasonable, but now it's like I was stubborn with our time, I was stubborn with work, like he says. I appreciate it more than I did then.
Nah, I can't answer this one. I don't know what.
Sorry, I don't appreciate much.
I do appreciate you every day.
Give me another kid. Now we get into marriage now. First question is, how do you guys keep the spark? So I saw this question come up quite a lot, and I think it's because with time.
Is an answer to that.
Oh, okay. But I wanted to say the reason I feel it came up a lot, I think it's mostly for married people. So I think with time, you just get into familiarity and like what do you call this? A wheel, a routine. Thank you, baby. And in that we tend to lose ourselves as couples, And I think that's a very important question that I think we must be really honest with, because it could really enlighten someone out there.
Clear.
How do you keep the spark? How do you think we keep the spark in our marriage?
If another light a paraffin and you know what paraffin you can see that it's going down. You must always make sure that you pour paraffin. Most of the people have cars
Yeah.
and they drive you can't drive forever. You drive on
Without
you must always check your water level, your oil level. Now and then, once in a while, you check.
But let's be practical.
I am being practical. That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
Be practical.
Make sure that you keep you.
And
keep
the question is how, baby.
How?
The question is not.
What check? The best thing to do is to communicate. People, are you okay? Okay. Let's sort it out. 1, 2, 3. The spark is on again.
But you see, you just answered.
And we wanna as soon as
so your answer is check in.
Yeah, check in.
Check.
No,
But don't you want to sit up straight?
No, not even.
No, please sit
Always,
up straight.
always assuming that the next person is okay is wrong. You must ask.
No.
Because some of us, we keep quiet even if things are falling apart.
Yeah, and then one day you burst.
Yeah.
No, guys, I won't lie. It's good sex.
Okay.
It's good sex. Let me tell you something. I'm about to preach. So y'all kids, close your ears. Y'all.
And how long have you been married?
Oksala.
3 years.
Oksala, it might enlighten someone. Here's the thing. One of the mistakes that I think we make as couples is, like I said, routine. But one biggest mistake we make is expecting my partner to know what works for me. That's not fair. So if we communicate, like he said, we need to communicate even the most uncomfortable issues. He knows, he hates it, but we still do it. Communicate the most Lavi, I don't like when you touch, like when you touch me like this. It doesn't do the thing, Let's try this. Let's research.
Next question.
Let's,
No,
please.
What's the next question?
Yeah, you enlighten yourself like that. You learn. You learn, baby. Don't ever think you know enough. So that's how we do it. We go out, and here's the communicate. Like talk. Be blunt about your feelings.
You wanna go bungee jumping, whatever? Say it.
Even though he still won't go with me.
Yeah, never do that thing.
All right. Has parenting affected our marriage?
No.
It has.
In a good way.
In a positive way, in that we love more. We are more selfish with our love. We are more responsible. it has added value to how patient we are with each other. Like it's a ongoing process, but it's getting there. We get patient with each other. We get patient with because here's the thing. I want a toddler will test your patience. So there's no way you can be patient with your toddler and not be patient with your spouse. That's what I'm saying. It's an on. Babe, we're shooting. Why don't you keep your phone off? Go answer. Whoever it is, answer them to camera. Babona about disturb.
Something. Fetsa ke your phone and I know. Thank you. Okay.
All right. Another question is, how do you balance marriage, work, spending time together, and parenting? Guys, is there a balance though? Let's be honest.
No, you have to jiggle things around. You have to see what's important and what
Urgent.
Yes. For me, that's what would work.
Guys, when you listen to Mr. Gina, you must listen with an attentive ear. He says things once and broad.
Yeah, that's it.
Now I'll narrow it down for you and make it very simple. Hey, this one. Yeah, what's important, what's urgent. Be a bit more practical.
Prioritize. Check your kids. They need your attention. Okay, your work. You need to make time for it. But you can't spend 80% on your work and then 10% with your kids and then another 10% somewhere else. You must make sure these things are balanced properly. Spend enough time.
But the question here is how?
By prioritizing what's important and what's urgent.
Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna leave it at that. How do you handle finances in marriage?
You communicate.
Shemna, it's our weakness in this marriage.
You communicate now. How is that? You must communicate. You communicate.
Because mama, we are spend
Too much. Jesus.
Mama has a mentality of the book of Matthew, where the Bible says, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow has its own troubles." That's me. Every day I live like that.
When I put in a modern word, you say, me now going to enjoy my money.
No,
baby. Enjoyment. That's
No.
what you do.
No, in other words,
That's what you do. Now I'm gonna enjoy my money. Now enjoyment.
guys. Okay, but to answer you, honestly, we talk about money. We share. We have, what do we call it? We have family money and pocket money. If my pocket money is finished, I go to his pocket.
And then after it's finished, you go to the family money.
No, I don't. I never go to the family money.
You did. This right from today. Yes. Yeah, you did. Yo.
I'm sorry, babe.
No, don't apologize to me. Apologize to your kids.
But my kids are fine.
They're not fine. We just deducted from their future.
I think that's how we do it. Pray for me. Amen. Amen. But it does not make us fight, you guys. In case you're thinking, no, it's not something. It's not one of the things that would make us fight. It's just one of those disappointing moments for him. Like, but baby, you could have been a bit more responsible, and vice versa. But it's not something that would, be.
Break the marriage.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how we handle it. We learn, we grow, we make mistakes, we communicate, especially major financial decisions. If it means we need outside advice, like a financial advisor, we do that. But if it's smaller kind of things, like the fact that I bought 3,000 perfume without asking him, quite babe. Oh, you smell so good, baby. What is that? I'm like, baby, I bought a new perfume. He's like, oh, how much was it? I'm like, forget the money. You said I smell good. That's all that matters. That's what he was doing. Like, yeah, this woman. And then he's like, okay, for that reason, I'm going to Cash Converters. Cash Converters is their playground. Anyway, let's move on. How do you handle conflict, literally?
Like that. Like this.
Yeah. There was another question. How long do you guys stay angry at each other?
No, I stay angry forever.
Yeah, I stay angry for 1 minute. 1 hour max, I'm done. I don't like being angry at him. I don't like being angry in general. Nah.
Mom.
Who, me?
When I want to say no. No.
But That's not the question. The question is how long. It's not do you not. I do get angry. I'm a human being. The question here is how long. And I said 1 hour max.
You've done 2, 3, 4 hours.
Now I yuck. Never. Never. Me. Guys, don't look like I ever get angry though. Come on. Comment below. Comment below how long you think between myself and my husband. How long do you think each of us get angry for? 1 hour max, I'm done. Ask anyone. Like I said, remember I said in the beginning, my husband will never admit that he's wrong. Remember I told you that he always wants to be the flower. Remember I told you that? You don't know. So do I put a time? Of course I do.